I was coming in here to really tear Casanova a new one for that ignorant ass video that I saw.
I didn't see it. What do you do?
He walked it back.
Yeah, he issued
walked it back.
A statement.
He walked it back. Yeah.
What did Cass do?
Cass shot a video, which is fine because niggas got to eat. But he panned the camera to him and his whole squad. Talking about, we don't give a fuck about the virus. Fuck coronavirus. We good out here. We outside. Niggas got to eat. Blah, 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 blah. You know, he didn't say niggas got to eat, but that's what he was saying.
Yeah.
And it was just ignorant. And I know Cass may come off ignorant sometimes, but I don't know him to be that way.
I don't know him to be that
way.
I
don't know him to be that way. So I was coming in here to tear him a new one. But he walked it back. I actually want to read what he said. He says, to all the people who saw my videos over the weekend, I want to apologize. If you know me, you know what I've been through and that I like to have fun and turn up with my friends. I didn't take this coronavirus situation seriously until I visited my local hospital, Kings County, saw for my own, see what the virus is doing to everybody. I put my family, my friends at risk, and that isn't something that is cool at all. My mother is 74 years old, and I put her at risk when she tried to get me off the block, and my life would never be the same if I were to lose her due to my stupidity. A video shoot. Sad face. Also, I want to say to the NYPD police officers who responded from the 70th precinct, I understand that y'all were just doing your jobs, trying to keep us all healthy, and I apologize for putting your health and the health of y'all loved ones at risk as well. I want to say to Charlamagne and the folks at Power 105, y'all are 100% correct in calling me out. I didn't hear that, but okay. Thanks for putting me in my place like mentors are supposed to, and for not giving me Donkey of the Day, even though I might have deserved it. Everybody, we inside, and I'm gonna drive y'all crazy on Instagram because I hate being inside. I want to commend Casanova for getting that off. I want to commend Charlamagne for having that conversation if it did indeed happen. This begs the question for me. You know, you was asking that relationship question, Maul. So I'll flip this. How many people do you think really hate being alone? A lot. And are forced into that?
I was just thinking the other day. I said it would probably be really easy for people to stay home if we didn't have social media. I think the fact that we have social media, people have FOMO.
You think it makes it worse?
Yeah, absolutely. People have FOMO.
Yeah, I can see that point.
Everybody wants to be everywhere. Everybody wants to. They have to make it seem like they're having fun. They have to seem like they're doing something. You know, I've seen a lot of people downloading other apps, TikTok.
Yeah.
You know, it's like people just have the need to feel like they need to show people like, hey, like this is what I'm doing. We're having a good time. And it's like I'm the total opposite. But I realized, like me, Joe, Parks, we're the last of that generation to know what it was like before social media,
right?
And to know what it was like after social media.
Yeah.
So for me, I sitting down in the crib, chilling, doing something with my time, watching documentaries, listening to music. That's how we used to entertain ourselves anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for me, it's not, something new. Like now, this new generation, they need to be in the mix. They need to be around their friends. They need to be, at somebody's crib chilling. And it's just like, I enjoy being home by myself too. Like I don't really have a lot of people that come to the crib and kick. Like I've never been that type. Even I'm talking about as a young kid, good. I've never been like that. Like even when me and Joe lived together, we would be in the house 2 days at a time, and I wouldn't even see Joe. You know what I'm saying? Like so, it's like but I understand it, and I do think a big part of this is because of the social media push and everybody just feeling the need, like they need to share videos and show people what they're doing and being a part of a challenge and all of this other shit. It's okay to sit down and talk to your family and learn, read a book, listen to some music, and it's okay. Work out, actually, you can still go outside. You know what I mean? Just not in a pack and chilling on the block with each other and huddled up in the staircase in the building. Like that's all. They just don't want y'all doing that.
Speaking of that, I visited the local liquor store. Let me tell you, it smells like the 4 building. I don't know how that happened that fast, but boy, does it stink in there.
I've been using delivery and then wiping everything down when I get it.
Yeah. I still go out.
That's all I had for that, by the way.
Well, no, I mean, humans are naturally social creatures. So I get it.
Sit down and get to know yourself.
Yeah, work on yourself.
Spend some time with yourself.
Pick up a tool. Pick up a
Read
new
a
skill.
book.
Yeah.
Learn some shit. Pick up a new skill. That's always great. If I haven't said this, if you're a creator, if you got a side gig or a side hobby, this is the perfect time to own that craft. It's just the perfect time to get certain shit in your life together that maybe you felt you didn't have the time to do so before.
Right.
And in general, just enjoy rest. This country wants us all to work till till we die.
Right.
Like now you have time to actually just chill for a little bit.
Clear your fucking
And
mind.
you're not missing. If you could go outside, you'd be doing the same thing you've been doing.
And the funny shit, it's funny you said that, Parks. On the way over here, I realized as I was going through my head of what to talk about in the pod and just the boredom I've been fighting or just whatever I've been doing or just whatever I've been seeing on Instagram and fucking Twitter. Actually, it's one of my brother texted me. My older brother texted me. He was like, yo, you good? You all right? Just making sure we ain't spoke to each other. And it paused me. It was like, yo, I've had my phone in my hand for 95% of this quarantine and still haven't reached out to the people that I give a fuck about.
Oh, yeah.
Like actual phone calls.
Right. I've been talking to a lot of people. That's been the fun part.
No, I got more people I want to call.
Yeah.
The people that I wouldn't normally call, but I think about often. Like, I need to get to that.
Yeah, that's been.
Check on your people.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
Check on your people. Good time for that. I know I've been talking to some of the people that I know that are infected with this shit. They say they've been advised not even go to the hospital. If you're not dying, don't go.
Yeah, that's what they've been saying. Yeah,
Just put the right stuff in your body.
Tells you just how overwhelmed our hospitals are. I know some people that work in hospitals that have gotten sick, been sent home.
Yeah, my mom's friend just got it sent home. Works at the hospital. So
I saw something that said, I'm sorry, Rory. Go ahead.
no. Just even then, if you're not, from what they say, if you can breathe, just chill in your crib.
yeah.
Trump want everybody to go back to work.
Crazy.
Of course, because he is a stat guy and he wants our economy back.
Andrew
did he say that?
Cuomo has been doing a phenomenal job with this shit, by the way.
For sure.
He
has.
Do you watch like the daily briefings and all
He
that
has.
shit? He's
He
doing
has.
a phenomenal job.
He has.
He's fighting. They turned the Javits Center into a hospital for the non-infected people to have space and be
Did
away
that
from infected people.
Sorry to cut. Did that cruise ship come in too? I know they were trying to put
It's coming. It's not here yet.
Okay.
But he's been killing it. Pardon the expression, but he's doing a great job.
I totally
remaining calm.
I listen. I totally agree with you. I was just telling a friend of mine over the weekend that I've never said this about Cuomo before, but him speaking has added a certain sense of calm.
Yeah,
he provides that. He sounds confident. Even with him joking with his brother, he just doesn't. It's important that leadership not seem startled.
yeah,
And not full of shit, because I've seen people ask him questions and him
Keep it
simply
being.
be like, "Yo, we don't know right now."
Yeah,
right.
yeah, and
Not berate them by saying you're a horrible reporter for asking me a question that we all want to know.
Listen, and I pit that versus what I see from De Blasio's. De Blasio look like he don't want to sit there and talk to you.
No.
Yeah, not at all.
He looked like he's doing that because it's status quo. The two people, the only person that looked like they want to be there when De Blasio's talking is the sign language person.
They have been killing.
Yeah, he's.
He been smoking.
I was like, oh, he's got to dance. Oh no, it's sign language.
Yeah. Background
He's
dancers.
very animated, man. He was going in.
Yeah, shout out to Cuomo. I too think he's been doing a real good job of handling New York. I'm not sure what Trump is looking for from him. Oh yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about how and that's back to what I was saying. Well, even though there's nothing to talk about, there are a few things to talk about. So that according to Cuomo, the states are at war.
Fighting for the federal fundings.
Yeah, we fighting over who gets what. We're outbidding each other on who gets what. The test kits. Is that not a scary thought? Anybody want to react to that?
Very much so.
Absolutely.
Very much so.
But is it surprising to you about this country?
Yeah, I mean, our elections are based off that too, of not states being more important, but population and senators and all that type of voting. Yeah, some states feel like they're more important than others. They're gonna beef.
I think the help and aid should go to where the most people are, which is New York and California, and then after hopefully our shit is mellowed out, spread it along. I mean,
Yeah, the thing here is, again, we should have been ahead of this months ago. We getting all the reports that the government was advised of things going on in China. But I mean, now we just left with, again, we have to do our part, and it's all about just not trying to spread this shit. They just don't want to overwhelm the healthcare system, the facilities. That's what this is all about, because now they're having to make decisions of who gets a bed,
right,
who gets a ventilator,
right,
and it's like they don't want to have to be faced with all of these decisions because it's basically life or death for some people.
Let me tell you something. I've been the guy that's been in the hospital 2 days and then maybe needed the third day, but it was a fight for that bed on that floor, and they had to get you out of there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And this is with no coronavirus.
Right. Mm-hmm. I've been in ERs and had to wait there for hours overnight.
Mm-hmm.
I think people forget that they think that this is not the only disease that exists. There are people that are already in the hospital for other things.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think people just feel like, oh, well, it's only 15,000 people in the city that have it.
If I'm in the hospital already dying, I'm calling all these coronavirus people hippies.
Well, yeah, especially if you have a more serious condition, yeah, for sure.
Oh, man. What else did I want to touch on with this shit?
I mean, we'll see what happens with everyone going back in 2 weeks.
Going back where?
To what Trump is trying to put out there. Everyone back to work to some degree.
I don't know if
everything opening up again.
I'm not sure that he has the power to do that.
I'm not sure he does either.
It might be at a state level. I'm not sure.
I know today they were trying again to pass the bill for everyone to get $1,000 sent to them. I think they're actually going through that as we're recording this, but
yeah, they need to do something.
We'll see what comes.
Because that got denied. Right?
A lot of people lost their
got denied
jobs.
yesterday, but
that did get denied. Yeah.
But I was watching this morning. Both parties came to some agreement, and they're going to try it again. And it looks like it will pass. Is what the news was saying today.
Well, that would be awesome, America.
But I mean, it also goes back to one side saying, "All right, you got to pay it back, or we need to tax it," and the other side saying, "No, just give them the money and move on with it."
Yeah, there's been a lot of political fuck shit with all this, but they do need to do something. I have a new friend texting me every other day saying they're losing their job or are worried about losing their job. It's getting close. So
I was talking to my mom this morning, and
hey,
she
Rory's
said,
mom.
"Hey, she's listening. Trust me."
Hope our beef is squashed.
It's probably not. She was saying in 2008, she was sent money during that whole financial crisis.
I got money from that too.
And I was a teenager, so I don't remember that shit.
Throw around your white privilege. Huh?
Everyone, well,
I
not
think,
everyone.
Well,
Everyone, huh?
Everyone was eligible.
I was going to
some
ask if
degree.
you guys if it got sent to you guys.
No.
It wasn't much. It was a couple $100, but
Yeah, but mom was saying it was already taxed and it wasn't shit in there. Like,
yeah.
it was a nice gesture, but it did nothing,
Yeah.
like at all.
And don't you guys us.
You did they for
It's true.
the other group,
I know. The other group.
the amputee group.
Yeah, scary times. But hopefully they figure out that aspect of it.